All right, it's go time. Arnold, can you give me a thumbs up if you hear me okay? All right, perfect, perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's Tuesday Team Relentless training. This is the right place to be. It is the right time, as our Vice President was kind of warming and prepping you up for. Trust and believe, if you've decided to partner with someone on this journey, you are definitely taking strides and doing the right thing of what it takes to create your very own level of success. I am your host for this evening. My name is Mayra Ferreira. I'm an executive sales director and also part of your team. And what I consider this as a privilege to be able to not only connect with each and every single one of you, but also see the growth and be a witness to how so many people have really been able to hit the ground running. So I want to give a huge congratulations and a shout out to anyone that has just joined us. So go ahead, light it up in the chat. Go ahead and throw some flames up there. Congratulations. And remember, each and every single day, the most important close is your decision to have wanted to win with this program, right? So again, pat yourself on the back, be ready with the notebook, something to take some notes with for this evening. And in opening, understand that we've just gotten started, right? It is the high season of the year. We start off this year with being able to offer people hope and opportunity, being able to give them a chance to, again, design their future. You know, I'm a pure product of this program as well. And what we like to do is go ahead and recognize and shout those people out who across Team Relentless have gone in and actually killed it. They've really hit the ground running. This is our week 2 for a 5-week volume month. If you don't know what that means, you better ask somebody. You're definitely going to want to figure out what that means for you. But mainly, it comes down to understanding that we are going to, excuse me, just a second. Hold on. Hang on just a second. All right. So we have some big announcements, of course. So I'm sure you did not miss Saturday's live FES, right? Or FES live event. It was some crazy training as well as Millionaire Mindset for last night. But this is just our way for our very own key leaders to give back to our team. We build that relationship, and we're pretty much a family ship when it comes to being under the leadership and guidance of our senior vice president, Mr. Xavier Marrero. And, you know, again, tonight, I know he's going to be able to celebrate so many of the individuals whose names who are up on the big screen for what they've been able to accomplish and achieve. But I'm looking for our top 10 list. Because again, we do like to go ahead and recognize those who have met that mark. This is the
Mayra right now.
Okay. Got it. Yay. All right, awesome. So our very first top 10 list is actually going to highlight those individuals who have grown in the enrollment for our protection plan memberships. Remember, we have so many clients that benefit from this program, and our clients are actually our #1 referral source, right? At least that's what I've seen. And all of us pretty much are able to create our success stories as far as what this program has been able to do for us and in our lives, and for those that we care about. So top 10 list, starting off position #1, Sandra Vages. So light it up and congratulate her. She's been on the list week after week. #2, followed by Mayra Ferreira, that's me. #3, Bruno Floridor, VP. #4, VG Quinones. 5, Anthony Kelly, VP as well. Followed by Jacqueline Verdon, Astrid Elena Felix Leiva, Anthony Winters, Colleen Murray Thompson, and Stephanie Lopez. So again, congratulating each and every single one of you, because we're giving people a shot to really design their life and create the financial future they wish for themselves. Right now, moving right along, our top personal sales producers across all of Team Relentless. #1 held by Sandra Vages. Shout out to you, boss lady. Mr. Bruno Floridor, boss lady Reza Ortero, Dr. Arnold Bogerty, Anthony Winters, VG Quinones, Anthony Kelly, Astrid Elena Felix Leiva, and Mayra Ferreira. And last but not least, our executive vice president, Mr. David Marquez. Man, and I'll confess, if y'all can't already tell, it's kind of weird to see my name on there. But anyhow, moving right along, we have our top 10 recruiters throughout our entire organization, our Team Relentless nationwide. #1, Mr. Bruno Floridor, Vice President, followed by Sandra Vages, Dr. Arnold Bogerty, Reza Ortero, Rosario Salazar, John Vernon, EVP David Marquez, Marlene Vega, and Astrid Elena Felix Leiva. Last but not least, Alicia Winship. So again, I'm going to go ahead and clap. I know everybody else is pretty much muted, but definitely want to go ahead and recognize them and shout them out now. In the spirit of celebration, in the spirit of congratulating those who are winning, in the spirit of just wanting to celebrate each and every one of you, not only for being here and present, but we want to just join in that warmth and again, in that recognition. So tonight, we're starting off this session of training with none other than the man behind Relentless itself. You know, I thank him daily, really, if I can, just because he's given me this opportunity. He was actually the person that introduced me to this program, like so many others on the team. And I just knew he was going to do what he said he was going to do. And he's definitely been able to become a pure product of this, blessing not only his family, but all those around him, all those in his circle. If not for his persistence and commitment to his decision, none of this would be happening. When we all got started, these team trainings were not going on. But he had a vision. He stuck true to that. And because of that, he's actually hit the level of senior vice president with this organization. Now, if you don't know what that means already, in our company, a senior vice president has created an organization that's generating a minimum of $1 million in business revenue every 30 days, not every year or 2 or 3. And actually, he's done it in a record-breaking pace. So please help me welcome and receive none other than our SVP, Mr. Xavier Marrero. I see him smiling and shining. Go ahead and take it away, boss.
Mayra, what's going on, boss lady? All right.
No fair. I didn't have a heads up. I literally got the list as I was already connected. So,
no,
but thank you.
Okay. That's okay. I got the list myself. Guys, look, first of all, welcome to every brand new agent in Team Relentless. Congratulations. I can tell you this, if you stay coachable, if you stay plugged in, you will definitely see the success that you hear about every single week in this organization. And the crazy thing is, guys, we're giving you the blueprint, which will give you the shortcut to reach this titles a lot faster. I also want to take the time to congratulate and a special thank you to the leadership team. If it wasn't for you guys every single Monday, just coming together and just talking about what's going to be best for Team Relentless and working as a team to make this happen, this would not be possible. So guys, I will always like to get myself out the way because Xavier himself could not generate over $1 million in business every 30 days. But Team Relentless, congratulations to every single one of you guys because you guys played a role in that. So go ahead and give yourself a round of applause right now and just thank yourself and for just being committed, for saying, you know what, I want to change in my life. So I'm going to change whatever I need to do to actually get to the top. So congratulations to every single one of you guys. And let's give it back to Mayra. Every single week, just fully committed, you know, just faithful to the team, faithful to her business, just faithful to a lot of other individuals that she doesn't even reap the benefits from, but that just says a lot about who she is and what she stands for. And you already know with Team Relentless, principles and morals are the most important things. We don't chase the money because money will always run from you. All we do is we chase helping other people and the money just comes to you. All right, so just remember that. Right. What I want to do, guys, I'm super excited. Look, do me a favor. If you was on the FES Live this Saturday, type a number 1 on this chat. I want to see how many people was on this actual training. This was like almost our convention, guys. The announcements that they made that our Vice President, Dr. Arnold Bogerty, is going to go over after me. Man, I was like dumbfounded. I was telling the VP of sales, I was surprised I wasn't shaking my laptop while I was hearing these announcements because I'm like, guys, this right here is going to be the game changer. This is something that us as network marketers been asking for a long time. And look how far we got. We almost became a $200 million company. Now we're going to hit $1 billion company, but we made that happen without any system in play. And that's what we're going to talk about a little bit later on. But what I want to do today, and I have the honor, is to actually congratulate the winners from the Tropical Escape. Guys, man, let's put some flames on the fire or on the chat. Let's go ahead and put a number 1 because these are some individuals that went out there and just grinded out from the time that the contest started to the time that the contest ended, and then continue to grind it out, and they're being rewarded. Understand, guys, there was only 90 people, 90 agents that were selected from the entire company of over 60,000 agents. And these individuals, we had a large percentage that came from Team Relentless. So I'm honored to just go ahead and give a special shout out to these individuals because they put in that work. But what that means is their team also put in that work. So First one, let's go ahead and start with our Executive Vice President, David Marquez. Let's give him a big round of applause, right? This man, since day one, has been fully committed to not only himself, but to his team, to his business, to his family. And this is why he's reaping the benefits. Then the second one, this ain't no surprise to no one, our Regional Vice President, Ms. Reza Otero. So let's go ahead and give her a round of applause. We already know she's always on the charts. She's always killing it, leading by example, and just creating so many boss ladies and boss men, right? And then no other than our Vice President, Dr. Arnold Bogerty. Let's give him a round of applause. And you know, you got clap real loud for that man. That man got too many muscles over there. We got to make sure we hear it. I don't know. I think that man got muscles by his ears. You know what I mean? So we just got to be so loud. Again, individual who always led by example, always steer me the right way, because guys, it's never about your title. It's never about the position. I just lucked out, came before these individuals, but I learned so much from these three individuals. And even our fourth winner, Vice President Bruno. Let's give it up for Bruno, man. I love this guy. I remember when I first met him, I couldn't even understand one thing he was saying. And now I fully understand his vision and how many people he's impacted, and no excuse given. Right? If you're going to learn from somebody, learn from this man. That doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter how long you've been in this country. If you have a dream, right now is the time to go after it and make it a reality, right? Then we have also an executive sales director, Natalie, right, from Massachusetts, just killing it out there, just doing big things, right? From day one, fully committed, not only running her own restaurants and not only opening the second restaurant because it's opportunity, but look how focused she is, soon to be vice president again in a short period of time. Well earned, well deserved. That's a sister to me. She already know. We don't have to speak too much. The love is already there, right? And then we have our sixth winner, executive sales director. And I believe she's an executive sales director. And Reza, correct me if I'm wrong, because she's coming from your organization, and that's going to be Millie Madias. Did I say that right?
Melanie Melendez, she's SD.
SD, look at that, guys, a sales director who's going to be in the tropical escape. So it doesn't matter your title, right? What it matters is that you went out there and you put in the work. So congratulations to these six winners. I will see you guys over there, right? And I have to say, I can't wait, because we work so hard sometimes and we're so laser focused that we just need that break to escape from everyone, including Team Relentless. But it doesn't matter, because there's so many other leaders and upcoming leaders in Team Relentless that are going to hold it down while we're out there enjoying this time. And then the goal is this year to have way more winners, because we want to take 50% of the winners, and they're going to come from Team Relentless. If you're going to be that winner, type in number one, because I'm going to hold you accountable, and we're going to make it happen one way or another. So what I want to do is I want to get myself out the way, and I want to bring in another individual that I have a ton of respect for. I just mentioned his name, and you guys can tell, as much as we joke around, but we also keep it very serious. We also understand the responsibility that come with the income and comes with the titles that we have been able to earn. And I have to say, because of this gentleman right here, as a team, we have learned so much, not only in business, but in life itself, how to carry yourself outside of the business and how to stay professional and true to yourself. So I have a ton of respect for this individual, because anytime I have any question, I need any advice in business, in personal, and relationships, right? He's always there to guide me the right way. And he's never pointed a finger, and he's never been biased. And he just tells you how it is, whether you like it or not. But again, it's just to make you that much better and make you stronger. So I want to do is what I would like to do is get myself out the way. The next individual I want to bring in is our vice president, soon to be RVP, or not EVP, Dr. Arnold Bogerty. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. I got you. And I'm glad you spoke that into existence. You know, I'm definitely trying to get my check looking like David Marquez's, boy, I tell you.
We're going to get you there. So, Arnold, real quick, for some reason, check your mic. I don't know if that's that deep voice that, you know.
Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
There you go.
Am I good? I was too close to the mic. Let me move back some. All right, guys. But now I want to throw it back to Xavier. You know, leadership or respect is not given. All right, it's earned. And I met Xavier, 2.5 years ago when David Marquez and him showed me this concept. And he has always led by example. He says great things about me, but This team is where it is because of him and because his leadership and because his vision. We could not be blessed, you know, with a leader who listens. All right. He's an SVP. All right. But he's still working, you know, like he's a field trainer, like he's grinding. He's never leaving, you know, that production mode. And you got to be able to respect, you know, someone like that, because, you know, I'm doing this no matter if Xavier does it or not. Race is doing this no matter if Xavier is doing it or not. David is doing this. Bruno is doing this. Mayra is doing this. Xavier right now could go to the beach and his organization is still grow, but he's still grinding, still building. And you got to respect him.
I'm sorry, that Arnold, just to let you know, the mic again.
Bro, I know you spent a good dollar amount on that mic, but I don't think it's showing the quality right now.
I'm switching. I switched to a different mic. Can you guys hear me better?
Yes.
$700 mic, right? I was speaking into this thing, and now I'm speaking into a $50 webcam. That just tells you, you know, technology is great when it works, all right? I'm about to send it back. But it's because I was praising Xavier and the microphone didn't agree with me, so it clicked off. All right, but nah, guys, let's go back. But, you know, I definitely respect this man, and we have a phenomenal leader. But I saw the ones in the chat, but I want to know something else. If this was your first major event, because this was a major event, if this was your first major event, if you're a new agent, go ahead and throw a 1 in the chat. Wow, look at all those ones. So guys, listen, we promote major events for a reason, because major events build belief. I remember back, what was it, March 2014, and I was out in Las Vegas. I got invited to my first major event. And when I went out there, I was in network marketing. I was in the company that I was in, but that company wasn't in me yet. And so when you attend our major events, it builds that belief. I went out there, I saw the stories, the success, the people that we're having, and they were regular, everyday people just like me and you. And when you see that, and when you see it, it makes you think, hey, me too, I can do it. And so that's what we're hoping, you know, from this major event that you guys took, that, hey, yes, you can do it. All right. That is within your reach to get out there and become great, to be able to not only change your life, but change your family's life, and then leave a legacy for the people that come after us. And so that's the time that we're living in right now. That is what we have. We're at the right time, right place, right opportunity. All right, if you look at everything that's going on, you know, in our economy and basically in the world, and I know that they went over this on training and we went over this on the millionaire mindset, but there's not too many times when basically the stars align, when everything is going right or everything is lining up for you and for a company. Our Pinnacle Senior Vice President, Alfred Nixon, said it on training last night. Guys, we wouldn't be surprised if we went to $500,000 to $1 billion, all right, this year. I mean, we know we're going to hit it the next 2 to 3 years, but if we went there this year, because look what's happening. All right, people were looking, you know, last year was sort of like a test case. All right, people, hey, there was a little shock, okay? They were hit on the blind side, basically, of having to stay home, having to work from home. All right, they realized that jobs out there aren't loyal. And so now that their mindsets have shifted, people were staying home, and now a lot of people want to stay home. They don't want to get back out there and fight traffic. They don't want to leave their families anymore. So they are more open now than ever to an opportunity. But in order to capitalize and benefit off of that, you have to get yourself out there. You have to put your name out there, because guys, this is a race for market share right now. And although we are all on the same team, everybody in here is an individual contractor for our company. And so guess what? If you're not out there talking to them, somebody else is going to get out there and talk to them. And so what we want to do is not become a secret agent. All right. The formula was put out yesterday, guys. Talk to 5 every single day. Get the video, which I'm going to go over soon, in front of as many people as possible, and separate yourself from the answer. Because our job is not to, hey, put the information out and then wait for, hey, is they going to say yes or going to say no? No, we detach ourselves from the answer. Our job is just to get the information in front. And so back to my first event, guys, you know, I went there, it was 2014, and I had just got in. I may have had 1 or 2 enrollments. I had been in my company for about a month and a half. And what they did was build through incentives. And so incentives are a great tool. And if you guys were at the on the FBS live training, which I truly believe everybody was, the main incentive I want to focus on, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. And just for time's sake, Xavier, let me know if you can share, if you can see my screen. All right, is the level up bonus. I have never in my 8 years of being in this industry, and you guys kind of know my story, did very, very well over 7 figures in the 8 years that I've been in this industry. I've never, ever seen an incentive like this. And this is an extra $8,000, you know, that we can earn. And when it was clarified exactly how to earn this bonus yesterday on our Millionaire Mindset training, my mind was blown because of how attainable it is. And so listen, guys, if you look at level 1, all right, it says 1 month to achieve lineage legs with 2 PPMs and 2 new active personally sponsored agents. I mean, that is it. So basically, what is that saying? Go field trainer. That's all you got to do. And I know that's what we preach. I know that's what I try to teach my team is go field trainer every week. But we're getting until, what is it? March 20th. And that says 2017. I don't know how that's going to happen. That's a little typo on there right there. But guys, we got March the 20th to hit that. If you're committed right now, all right, to qualifying for this contest and hitting that first level, go ahead and throw a 2 in the chat. All right, and this is recorded. And so we'll be able to see everyone that's committed to going out there and do that. Go ahead and throw a 2 in the chat if you are committed to hitting level 1 and get into this contest and grabbing this bonus. All right, guys, and then you go ahead and you look at level 2. Level 2 is 2, again, recommended 2 months. Now you have to hit level 1 before March 20th, obviously, to be in there. But level 2, guys, is a $300 bonus. Now, when you look at that $300 bonus and you add that to the 100, guys, that's $400. But I want you guys to recognize that, hey, you're getting paid that on top of what the company already pays us. I mean, that is phenomenal. And then you go to level 3. Now, when you go to level 3, all these levels, the qualifications start over. They don't carry over. And so we want to go ahead and make that clear. But another thing we want to make clear, guys, is that now as you go through these levels, you have a team that is helping you build through this. Even if you are a brand new agent, you go out there and you hit field trainer, okay? And you get them to get their 2 clients, or you get 4 clients. Guess what? Now you have 2 agents going and helping you build toward the next level, toward that next qualification. And then we go ahead into level 3, all right, which is a $500 bonus. But guys, that's 5 new PPMs for your lineage legs. I mean, think about that. So that's 15 new clients, and on those 15 new clients, that's not saying that you have to do it. Okay, if you help your personally sponsored agents on those 3 legs, each get 5 new clients, which should be doing all the way. Guess what? Now you go ahead and qualify for that bonus. So now, guys, we're at $800. I mean, $900. And if you go ahead and move down, you know, to the next level, level 4, all right? And so now you got 3 lineage legs. You have 3 lineage legs, all right, with 10 each. So that's 30 new clients. But if you look at, you know, all of the other levels that you just hit, now you have all the brand new agents and existing agents helping you get to that level. And that is a $700 bonus. And then at level 5, guys, that next month, all right, it's 4 lineage legs with 10 personally sponsored. So that's 40 new clients, and that's 4 new active personally sponsored agents. And so basically what you're doing, guys, is getting out there and you're just putting the information out. That's $3,000 right there on top of everything else that we're getting paid. And then they're going to add a $5,000 bonus onto that. In all of my time being here in this industry, guys, I have never, ever seen a bonus that looks like this. Our company is committed to you. They're committed to the success. They're committed to the growth of our company, getting us to $1 billion. And Bobby Kim says it best. All right. If you are part of the first 100,000 agents in any company, we only have 60,000 agents and 35,000 active. And so when I say you're at the right place at the right time, guys, I'm not just saying that because I'm trying to hype you up. All right, you make 80% of that company's overall wealth. That's going to come to you when we hit momentum. And we are on the verge of hitting momentum right now. And so this week, this month, all right, during this 5 week, all right, it's all, complete. Get rid of distractions. Really, really lean into your mentors. Use them because we're here for you. And get out there and just show, expose. Now, how many people were on there? You guys saw the new video that the company have. The new video was fire. If you think the new video was fire, throw a fire emoji in the chat. So what I want to do, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you exactly where to get your video. Because even today, when I was talking to some agents, they really didn't know where to get it. And so basically, guys, you go to your website, financialeducationservices.com / and then it's your user ID. Okay, mine is A Bogerty. So you hop on that and bam, there goes your video. You go to business opportunity and now you have a shareable link. And so what we want to do, guys, is get back to the basics. We want to keep it simple. You share this video. It's only 12 minutes long. All right, but it goes through the value that we provide for our clients and then goes through the compensation as well. Before we had 2 separate videos, and guys, I'm not going to lie. Having somebody look at one video and having them look at another video, sometimes people had lost interest, but now they put it all together. Chet, our vice president of acquisition and sales, he did a phenomenal job. Him and Alfred and a lot of the leaders, you had David, you had Raisa, you had a lot of people that had a hand in putting all this stuff together for us. And so now we need to go out there and we need to use it. And before I end, because of time, circumstances, quick, I want to go over, and David went over it last week, but guys, we want to keep it simple with the PS3 system. And the PS3 system is basically peaking interest. That means, guys, you get out there, you expose, you get someone that, hey, they want to go ahead and see the video. All right. And then you share the info. And then you use a third party. Get yourself out of the way. And obviously your leaders are going to train on that more, but that's what we want to focus on going into the next 4 weeks and then going beyond, because we want the brand new agent who comes on, all right, to be able to succeed in this. Because listen, a confused mind doesn't do anything. And so what we want to do, guys, is get rid of all the confusion, keep it simple, keep it duplicatable, and then we'll see everybody rise to the top. You'll see your teams grow. And so that's my time, guys. I'm going to go ahead and bring in our next trainer. This is a young man who actually showed me, who gave me the call to come see this opportunity. And when he gave me the call, he was a DJ. All right. That's what I knew him as. But he was my friend who I know, like, and trusted. And I thank him every day that he gave me that call, because now he's putting me and my family in a position to whereas, the future just looks so bright. And so he's an executive vice president, Mr. David Marquez. Are you on?
Yes, I am. Can you guys hear me loud and clear?
Yes.
I got you. Take it away.
Good. Look, so you can tell I'm in the car, and we just left a ministry that we did, me and Xavier. And this is the dedication, though. Even though I'm in the car right now and I'm about to train, take notes on that. Think about the agents that are not on right now, that don't have nothing to do. Just in my car, still about to provide training for you guys, still making my contributions. So if you guys don't have that same passionate commitment, that could be the reason why they're stuck in the same position that they're at. And so I want to give it back to all the speakers, everybody, but I want to give it back to my team, right? First and foremost, want to give it back to God. Obviously, if it wasn't for him, none of this would be possible. And I'm just grateful for that. But for everybody that's on here as well, I want to give it back to my team, because I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for them. And so if I do sound like I'm stuck in the matrix, it's because I don't have Wi-Fi. I'm in the car. So you got to excuse me for that. But I'm going to go ahead and really talk about, there's not too much to talk about, since training from last week and yesterday's training on Millionaire Mindset really covered the foundation and basic principles that it took all of us on here to hit those levels. So if you can master those simple techniques, you too can become a vice president or above. And that's real talk. What I'm going to talk to you guys today about is getting started, right? Really onboarding, setting expectations. So if you got your notes and you're ready to learn how to take it to the next level, go ahead and type an 8 in the chat, because I know for a fact we got a lot of people on here that are going to be getting that 8 grand, right? So go ahead and type an 8 in the chat. Once I see enough, I'll begin. Awesome, awesome. So let me jump right into it, guys. My name is David Marquez. For all the new agents, people knew me as DJ De Niro. I was a DJ for about 12 and a half years and pawned my music equipment to start this industry of network marketing. 3 years later, was able to do it full time and multi-6-figure earner. And I want to say that as a disclaimer, right? Because you could be in network marketing for 3 years, but if you're not putting in the work, you're not going to make that money, right? You get what you put into it. And so I just want to say that because I know a lot of things can be taken out of context on these trainings. And I just wanted to make sure everybody knows this is not no get rich quick scheme, right? This takes time. This is getting rich overnight, long nights. So without further ado, I'm gonna jump straight into my training portion. And this is really onboarding. If you're a new agent, right, in here, go ahead and type a 1 in the chat. So that way I know who I'm talking to. Okay, I see you, Pam, Felix. All right. So onboarding is really crucial. I mean, everything that Arnold spoke of, everything, if you were on Millionaire Mindset, last night, form, edification, all of that is true. You need to learn those basics, but you also need to learn about onboarding. See, when I onboard, there's really only 4 things that I want to make sure my new agent knows. And the first one is having that crucial conversation with them. See, my goal is to help them become independent as quick as possible, right? You heard Bobby Kim say last night, right? You can't be at the beach if you're constantly presenting, if you're constantly the one doing it for your agents. So you need to have that crucial conversation with your agents. You need to start off by asking them this and write this down. This is what I ask them. I say, my goal is to help you become independent from me as quickly as possible. Do you agree? Of course they're going to agree, because what happens if something happens to me, right? Their business cannot be delayed because of that. So they're going to say, of course I agree. So then the next question you want to ask them is, how long would you like that to take? And so this is really setting the foundation on the onboarding. And, you can give them an example. What is it? 30 days, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, what? And so let's say it's 3 months, right? That the person wants to be totally independent from you. Well, the second part of it is setting up those expectations, right? And when I mean expectations, I mean the emotional side, the ups and downs, because let's just be real, guys. My first network marketing industry, when I came into this, it was not with FES, it was with another company. But everyone hyped up the $1 million earners on stage. I was sitting in the nosebleeds, and they were up there and they were just talking how, I made 7 figures, 6 figures in 15 seconds, and I didn't know anything. And so of course I'm excited. I'm like, I want to get that in 15 seconds. And when I did it, I didn't get it in the first 4 months. So how many people felt like that? That was me. I'm not gonna lie. And at first I thought it was something wrong with me. But these are the expectations you got to set up with your new agent. Stop telling them they're gonna, be rich in a week or 2, right? They need to set the foundation. So remember, this isn't no magic beans, right? You don't just give them some seeds, they throw it on the ground, and then poof, it goes up to the clouds, and now they can have whatever they want. No, you got to. It's like bamboo. It takes time. You got to water it, right? You got to cultivate it. And so the other thing when I talk about expectations is this formula 1, 3, 5, 7. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because we have trainings, but 1 meaning 1 year that you're a student, right? Give them the tools for that. 3, it's about 3 years for them to become fully independent and do this full time. That's what it took me. Some do it quicker. We've been spoiled at FES to do it a lot sooner than that. But 3 years, most people work at Walmart or a job for 3 years and never really, outgrow their position. And then 5 years is typically how long it takes to be a top earner in the company. And then 7 is typically how long it takes to be world class. Now think about someone that goes to school, right? Think of a doctor. They go to school for 8 to 10 years just to be on, to have to pay back a student loan. Some people go to school and don't even go for what they went to school for. So imagine 1 year in network marketing to be able to do that. You should have your services for free. You should be able to make money. Remember, if you went to school, you never got paid. In network marketing, while you're in school, you get paid, right? And I consider that bonus money. So those are the expectations I set with them. And this is also a question I ask. If you're taking notes, write this down. So now that you set up the expectations and you told them exactly how long they want to be independent from you, ask them, so when you ghost me, how do you want me to handle that? Do you want me to follow up with you? Do you want me to leave you alone? Obviously, they're going to say follow up with me. So now you got their verbal commitment. And what I do is I write it down for them and I give it to them. So that way they understand and they know, because they are going to get ghosted. The moment their brother, their mother, their significant other tells them, oh, that's a scam, you're an idiot, they're going to ghost you. And so that's why I set it up that way. So when they do ghost you and you follow up, they remember that conversation. And then number 3 with onboarding, I get them connected. Guys, you heard it yesterday. Use the FES launch. That's what I use for everyone. Tells them about the mindset, tells them how to get their back office set up, and it gets them started, right? So I tell them, here's what you get. If you have any questions, go to FES launch. The password is freedom. Then I plug them into Millionaire Mindset, the Alliance, Relentless, the band. So that way they're plugged in. And if something happens to you, your business is still growing, right? And that's what I loved about this, is because this business grows without you. You don't have to be there because you're teaching them the basics. And then last but not least, number 4, you want to give them assignments. We call it BAM FAM. Book a meeting from a meeting. So after I onboard them, I say, great. Now, you want to be these 3 things. You have to be willing, right? I can't force you. You have to be coachable. And that's why the assignments are important. And then you got to be hungry, right? And so remember, the best trained team wins. And if you plug them in that way, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to do the exact same steps. And then that's just onboarding. The next step is launching. I put all my agents, right? Success loves speed. So I put all my agents on Eric Worre's 30 and 90 days, or excuse me, to how to recruit 20 and 30 days. And I get them to score in 24, right? You heard Billy Scott, Alfred, and Bobby say it yesterday, 24 to 48 hours. I don't wait 48 hours. We got to get you to score in 24. If you're brand new on here and you're trying to score in 24, go ahead and put a 24 in the chat. And then last but not least, write this down. And this is something that wasn't mentioned yesterday, but it was mentioned last week. And I want to make sure you guys brand this in your head. I see, right? Because all I see is SVP. And if you're on here and you're trying to get the VP, all you should see is VP. So I see, this is the acronym. Ready? Write this down. I is for invite. S is for share. E is for enroll. And then the last D is to educate, which we're doing now. So remember, you're inviting them to a tool, whether it's a webinar, a 3-way call, a story. Then once they see that and you set them with the 3-step setup, you go ahead and share the info so they see it. And then you enroll, which next week you guys want to be here. We're going to have closing. We're going to teach you how to close now, everybody that you've been inviting. So then it's an easy closing. You enroll them. And then obviously, what do you do when you enroll? You repeat. How do you repeat? By educating them. And so I just wanted to make it quick, simple, duplicatable, because remember, if it ain't duplicatable, it's another job. And that's one of the things I loved about network marketing. Be a student. I've always been, I'm forever a student, and I'm just blessed to be here. Thank you guys for having me on. God bless, and I'll see everybody at the top. Let's get it.
Thank you so very much for that training, David. I stay forever a student, of course, definitely took my notes as well. And just really being a servant leader, you've gotten to where you are right now. And I know there's so much more that you'll achieve because you always figure out a way to give it back. I consider you a problem solver. Not only am I grateful to have you as a friend, but also as a business partner and someone that gets to coach and mentor and teach me. Now, in closing, I actually have about 3 other quick topics, and I'm going to make it quick because there's been so much information, not only from the FES live event on Saturday, not only from Millionaire Mindset last night, not only from even Xavier dropping nuggets, Dr. Arnold Bogerty, and then wrapping it up with our EVP, David Marquez. I just want to mention these quick few topics because I saw so much getting lit up in the chat, so many people dropping 1s and 8s and 24s. You know, we've had a phenomenal start to this month, but I do want to also add, when it comes to how you talk to people or who it is that you're going to talk to, something so simple as mastering the ability to create a list is a tool that I also want you to definitely implement, right? So I'll be able to share a link in the chat for one of the tools that I use online. And it's actually the list that I got from David Marquez. So it's from GoPro Eric Worre and how to recruit 20 people in 30 days. You know, I printed it off because I like to not only have things digital, I actually like to have things to write down. So I strongly suggest that. They say the way the brain is wired, if you actually think things and hear it and then write it, you're able to retain it more. But I've had some individuals say to me, well, how do I know who to talk to? How do I know who to actually introduce to this? Never, ever, ever prejudge, right? None of us own that crystal ball that gets to predict the future. You never know who it is that's hurting. No one brags about their financial circumstances. Many times people are not celebrating the fact that their credit is awful. Maybe they just don't know. And they might be dying for a way out. So never assume that the people that are in your circle or nearby you or that you run into don't need this, right? So as far as creating a list and how to recruit 20 people in 20 days, it's a memory jogger. It basically helps you think about how many other people might be able to benefit from this, how many other people may need this. I'm actually going to share a memory jogger one sheet that I got off of the FES launch page. So you could actually take a screenshot if I'm able to do this correctly. You can actually take a screenshot of the one that said everything. You could take a screenshot of the one that is next, right? This one right here. So go ahead and take a screenshot of this. This is just a mini version of I think it's 72 pages in total, the book that's available online for print through Eric Worre's page. But again, go ahead and take a screenshot of this. It'll be in the groups, or you may be able to find it by doing a search within the groups. It's definitely an image that's not new. And then as well, I wanted to remind you all that you can never disqualify people, but definitely go through your first warm market, the individuals that you know around you, those that you know, those that you have previously worked with, your coworkers, your family, and your friends. But in particular, with so many agents having gotten started right now, I know that our very first goal should be to hit field trainer, right? So the big deal about field trainer, and a lot of you might not yet know, what's the big significance about field trainer? It's truly a way to win and have a realistic goal that people are able to do, like David said, even in 24 hours or 48. But when you first get started, your very first month's enrollment, which right now we're in the second week of the 5-week volume month, take note of the date, March 20th. What that means is between now and March 20th, you can have a strategic plan that's going to include your 400 volume points for you having gotten started as a brand new agent to get you to that new title. All right. So what that does is it actually gives you the ability to go ahead and qualify for overrides. You start receiving a payout and you've earned yourself your very first promotion. So this right here is just a view on what formula you can use and have in mind when it comes to hitting field trainer. You can, if you do it in your very first month of enrollment, you get 400 volume points for your very first enrollment, but for your own enrollment, but that only counts for the very first month. So again, that's why I'm highlighting March 20th. Now, to hit field trainer, some of the qualifications include having 2 personally sponsored agents. So each one of your agents, when they first enroll that very first month, is also 400 in volume. So it's pretty simple. 2 additional agents that partner with you this particular month, if it's your very first month, and then 2 customers that get started will total your requirement of 1,600 in volume. Okay, so this actual image is available within our back office. You can go ahead and access your reports when it comes to your business online, and it'll tell you where you stand as far as your requirements. You can go to your organizational structure and it'll tell you what you're missing. And, again, just make sure that you've actually asked your closest family and friends. Think about those individuals that if you had, God forbid, a flat tire on the side of the road, and you just wanted to go ahead and reach out to someone that you could count on, somebody that would be there for you. Don't discriminate, don't hesitate. Definitely speak to them about this opportunity, but following a system on how. Now, if you notice, when we open every night, or when I go ahead and I open and I host these, and I'm introducing one of our speakers, I don't just say, hey, everybody, you have to listen to what David said. Because honestly, in all due respect, I'm being very casual about this, but I just want it to really resonate, because there's a difference between just introducing somebody and actually edifying somebody. And it's very important when it comes to what we've got going on. As far as I'm concerned, it's pretty much us against the world. You'll learn a little bit more of what I mean to that over the years in your experience with this. But by definition, edification is simply the art and the act of lifting something up, bigging it up, recognizing it, giving it proper credit. It's you're uplifting something, right? And when it comes to edifying another individual, or even this opportunity, get used to and get very much accustomed to the habit of bigging this up for what it really is and never letting anyone knock it. So let's just say you have 2 best friends and they've never met before. And, your one friend, Mary, doesn't know Jasmine, and you really want them to like each other. So you have to see of it like this. You're not just going to say, hey, Jasmine, this is my friend Mary. Hey, Mary, this is my friend Jasmine. No, you're actually going to edify each other. And a simple example is the way that we open up these meetings, the way that we do introduce one another, the way that we always give credit where credit is due. And you find something that's true and real. Never lie, never, you don't have to exaggerate. None of that is necessary. People don't want perfect, they want real. And when it comes to edifying someone, even when you have not yet met that person to the extent of what time will give you, even if you don't know them so thoroughly, you don't know everything about this individual, at least focus on about 3 different things that you could think of as far as how to pick them up. And that's not only edifying a person, that's also edifying this opportunity. And as a simple example, I could say, hey, David, you know what? I really need to introduce you to this information. Well, what is it about? You know what? I just got started. I don't want to get it wrong. I don't want to make a mistake, because it's very important to me, but also you learning about it is important to me too. I just know that a lot of people have had a great deal of success with this, and I want you to really listen to it for yourself. Are you free? And then of course you can go to either scheduling, whichever tool you're using, if you're getting them on one of our Zoom meetings, or if you're able to actually do a 2-on-1 or 1-on-1 and sit down and show them the information. But the point is, you want them to understand this is a big deal to you. When you edify this opportunity, or you edify a leader of yours that's going to help you on the call, it makes them understand where your respect is as far as the information they're going to hear about. And it also helps them recognize why they should actually bother to listen to what that person has to say, right? So, again, I just wanted to highlight edification is really important, that you understand what it means. It's not just bragging about someone, and it's not just, simply connecting them. It's actually giving the person that's new a reason to listen to what either this other individual has to say, or what it is that this program can actually do for them, how important it is, how valuable it is. And also, everyone, if this is your very first month in this business, hitting your very first promotion is very attainable. Simply find 2 other individuals that would want to partner with you, or maybe are open to an additional stream of income. And with 2 additional clients, 2 people that just don't have credit where they want it to be, with your volume, that could be enough to get you your very first title promotion. and rank. And again, when it comes to creating a list, it's a matter of numbers. Never discriminate, never assume someone won't need this information, never disqualify anyone in advance, because none of us have a crystal ball. But the truth is, people are always going to, it's either yes or no. They're going to have their choice on whether or not they need this. And if it's not for them, then you could go ahead and ask them to connect you with someone who actually really does need this information. So thank you for, just listening to my little piece right there. It's just a little bit different than what we normally do. I know typically we have our SVP closeout for the night, but I know we got off with wonderful celebrations. A huge congratulations to all the contest winners and the top 10 list, of course. Thank you so very much forever. SVP Xavier Marrero, and of course, Dr. Arnold Bogerty, our Vice President, and EVP David Marquez, and to the entire team. So please continue pushing. Understand that what we've got is like nothing else out there. It's our season. The time is definitely now. And we do these each and every Tuesday. Make sure you're plugging into our band, our Facebook group page. A recording of this will be shared for the team as well. And unless there's any other leader that wants to go ahead and close out or say anything else for the night, I think we are probably good to go.
Hey, Mayra, yeah, one thing that Xavier reminded me of to share with everyone is that when you hit the qualification, if you don't know, or if you're unsure that you hit the first level of the qualification, reach out to your leader and ask them. But we want to recognize you. We want to recognize you, okay? We want to give credit where credit is due. And so when you hit that first level, announce it in the chat. Let people know that, that the level is attainable, and that the people on our team are definitely out there. We're working and we're getting it. And so when you hit that first level, guys, go ahead and announce it. We want to go ahead and love on you. We want to go ahead and recognize you. And we want everybody. We got 179 people on right now. We want to see 179 people recognized, for hitting that level, definitely by March 20th. But hey, guys, the wave is going right now. You can hit that, by the next training. And we definitely want to recognize each and every last one of you.
Guys, thank you so much.
I'll throw it to him.
Thank you guys again to all the leaders. Guys, if you have noticed this week, our main focus is just to keep it simple. We want to make the system where it's very duplicatable. And I'll tell you this, we always have been taught this and we have been practicing this. And this is how David made it to the top. Arnold, Mayra, Reza, Rob, Bruno, VG Quinones, so many other people. It's because they focus on the core rank, which is field trainer. Guys, just focus on getting a field trainer every single week. Focus on getting your brand new agent to field trainer within their first 72 hours. And I guarantee you will see massive growth in your organization. The sales director title is going to come. The vice president title is going to come, and so many more titles. But let's just focus on the simple things, and that's just helping your teammate get to the next rank. And let's just focus on getting everyone to field trainer. So again, thank you guys so much. Thank you to all the leaders. Thank you to the brand new agent that's part of Team Relentless. Let's go out there. Let's stay focused. Let's help each other win, because I guarantee you, when you focus on other people's win, your win will come automatically. So again, thank you, Mayra. You did an amazing job like always. I'm so proud of you. Not only did you host a call, but you also trained on this call. I have to say, we are blessed to have an individual like you in Team Relentless. And the crazy thing is, there's so many more Mayras on this actual webinar. And I want more people to step up. I want more people to say, you know what, Xavier, let me get out my comfort zone, because I understand that my comfort zone is also my danger zone. So guys, thank you so much. I want to go ahead and just close it out by saying thank you. God bless you. I love every single one of you guys. And I'll see you guys all the way at the top, because no one is getting left at the bottom. Let's get it.
Good night. Good night.